Lewis Brindley.
Pyrion, MacGyver, Flax. Welcome back to an exciting new game of Dota.
We've got Dav, who has failed to purchase anything yet again. He does this all the time. I assume this is his courier bringing things out. I don't know why he does this, but he does. Pretty much every time. For anyone that doesn't play Dota, when you pick your hero, and everyone's picked their hero, you get about 30 seconds of what is called strategy time. Might even be longer. Strategy time is for you to decide where everybody's going to lane, and to purchase items that your hero will start with, so you don't have to do this. And the reason this is bad is, let's just imagine that there's a scenario, which is conceivable, where Dav gets jumped on his way here. The enemy smokes up round the back here, jumps Dav. He is just a lad with nothing. No stat items at all. Each of your attributes gives you, look at that.
Stuff.
Extra
Armor.
health, extra damage, extra armor.
Oh, hello, Joe here. Before we get too into it, I just want to let you know if you've been enjoying this series, you might also enjoy Pyrion's in-house streams. It's essentially a live version of this, but all the players are members of the community. So if that sounds like your kind of deal, go give Pyrion a follow over on his Twitch. Anyway, back with the thing. Bye.
So let's take it off net worth and switch to last
Lots
system
of
tonight.
wards in mid.
Yeah,
Both
lots of
teams
wards.
have warded mid, so that's to let them see the runes. I
Yes,
guess, 'cause
well, that and also to be able to see the enemy high ground. So if we go to Fog Dire, you can see what he can see. See that? The way there's sort of
yeah,
a
you can
darkened
see the
area
whole
like
enemy
that.
high ground.
So his ward here gives him vision of the enemy high ground. So he can see if someone TPs in to try and gank him. If you're a ranged hero, it means you can hit the enemy uphill and stuff like that. It's very useful.
We're watching a centaur mid, which is just totally confused.
That is very unusual. I thought Dav was going mid. He's gone safe. You would generally, in this situation, I would say, you would expect to see the Medusa mid, because who else are you going to put there? At the very least, I
Yeah.
would expect to see the Legion Commander there, because she wants to hit level 6 early and start getting some duels. Although
Yeah, I mean,
Lewis,
Legion is everything though, from a support to a carry to
Yes.
Legion is probably the most multi-role.
she's
Dota.
one of them, I would say. I mean, recent meta changes on the pro scene have seen Legion Commander used as a 5, as a 4. A 5 is the support position where you're not a priority for farm. Your job generally is to help your team out, right? So the reason that she's so powerful, we've spoken about it before, is press the attack, which is a strong dispel. So that means if someone gets stunned, or for example, they get loads of dots on them, so if someone Venomous Gales on them, which slows them and does damage, she can press the attack, and it removes the venom, all right?
There's all number of shit that you can get rid of, like Disruptor's Ball, you can get rid of, like...
all kinds of stuff. Dav is just getting
random
owned
debuffs.
here. He's dead.
Oh,
He just tanked that. So Dav needs a stick. I don't know.
because Skywrath is casting all
Yep.
the time, yeah.
So he has a stick.
He
I
has
think
a
he's
stick.
now turning into a
He
full
upgraded
magic
it.
one. Yeah, that's good.
Good idea.
The Witch Doctor is farming this small camp. I don't know if he pulled it or not. I don't want to go back to find out. But essentially, you don't want to farm this. You want to pull it, which means you attack it. The creeps will follow you a little bit, and if you time it just right, if you have
you
Dota
hold alt,
Plus,
it'll tell
if
you
you have
actually
Dota
when you
Plus
can-
and you hold down alt, you will indeed be able to see it. Centaur just killed out. Well done.
What?
Yeah, he's just fucking owned him. Just walked
Wow.
up and clicked him. I think, Lewis, look at that. He's a double-edge user. Oh, they killed the Veno as well. They killed the Veno.
This guy's a gamer.
He's a double-edge user, not like that
He's
Centaur.
using double edge. Not many people use double edge
Apparently,
anymore.
barely used. He has 1,400 quid, though. Just a Quelling Blade. I am fascinated to know what this lad's going to get.
He's bought brown
He
boots.
bought brown
and they're
boots.
coming round. But that's all.
Yeah, he's saving up for something.
That's
We'll find
all
out.
bizarre.
So, pulling is when you attack this creep camp, like that.
There we go. He's
like
doing
he
it.
did there. And if something's attacking you, your creeps, if they're near to you and they see the attack happening, will run over towards it. So, for example, if I'm standing in this creep wave and I'm attacking you and you're trying to fight me, my creeps will be helping out. Now, they don't hit for much, but it adds up. But if you're in a big creep wave and you're fighting early on, it's a lot of damage. Like, you're actually, you can't fight in the creep wave. That's why...
And when it comes down to actual player fighting, every little hit point
absolutely
matters,
vital.
right?
The number of
Like
times you'll see
if
someone
you've been tanking
escape.
creep wave and you've lost a couple of hundred health, you go into a fight with someone, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, it sucks.
Because people edge it. They really do. They edge it hard.
There are a lot of edging.
And that's actually why Magic Stick is so important, especially in lower MMR,
Absolutely.
because people don't expect it. They think, oh, I can get him. He's only one hit away from death. He Magic Sticks. Suddenly he's 2 hits away from death.
Yep.
And you've lost that fight. And that can sometimes turn the game.
Indeed.
And do you know what? I think that's what I've come to feel like, why people get so passionate and angry about Dota, is because They feel like the people, if they're not careful. Oh my god, here comes fucking Centaur with the double edge. Wow! Just ran over
him.
poor Alk and squashed him like a frog. Like that big fat frog he is. Fucker. Alk, I hate Alk. Shit hero.
Right.
Sorry, but
how do you really feel about Alk though? That's what
I think the reason I think why people get so angry is because the game can turn on a knife edge, right?
Yeah.
Like some moments in the game I'm losing because of this play or this move. And when you do them yourself, you feel awful, right?
Yeah.
But don't worry, because
what is
everyone else is doing them all the time.
So Lifestealer has brown boots. I don't know what he's getting. He might be getting a bracer, I guess. Offlane Lifestealer is not a thing that I've really ever seen.
Again,
but,
this is also completely out of whack.
Yeah, so Lifestealer is traditionally a carry. He's very good as an anti-magic hero because he has Rage. And when he uses Rage, it's like a BKB. He also has Infest, which means he can hop inside an ally or an enemy creep and then take control of it and run away. And he regenerates health while he's in there. And when he pops out, it does a lot of damage. They kill Veno bot again. And the Witch Doctor perished. So this Legion Commander needs to press the attack. Too late. So Weaver, to give some people an idea of Weaver, he is a skittering little bug. He has Shikuchi, which turns him invisible. He moves much faster, and anything he moves through takes damage. Very, very powerful escape spell, and damaging spell, and farming spell, because without detection, which would be a sentry, which lets you see invisible units, or dust, which lets you see invisible units, he will just scuttle away. He also has time lapse, which winds him back to where he was 5 seconds earlier, both in physical position and health and everything like that. So very, very strong. He can go in, he can edge it, Mr. Brindley, and then press time lapse. There, you saw it. And he goes back and it's like nothing happened. He's fine.
I mean, you can silence him and stun him.
You can, yeah. But if you get to
which
BKB...
means he'll usually die because he is a squishy little bug.
He is a squishy little bug, so he doesn't have a huge amount of health. They kill the Lifestealer. Under the tier 2. Wowzers. Right near the tier 2 they get him.
That was a bit of a Daff and Ogre. I want to see that happening. Can we time lapse back a second?
Whoop. Oh, he's just ultra low. Oh, he
and then
greedy
Daff
idiot.
takes him.
And then what? How does he? Because he dies back here. Oh my god, he got blocked by the creeps, and Daff gets it away. Bonk!
Oh my god, Daff! What was that balls play with that mystic snake from downtown?
That's called gaming.
Is that called gaming?
That's called
What's
gaming.
Happened to our boy's a gamer. Our boy is a gamer. Sorry, so Alchemist, by the way, has got his Grievel's Greed level 4 now. He's got his little booties, so he gets bonus gold.
Absolutely. So look at this. He gets 24 bonus gold once it gets to max level, which it is. If you look at it there, 24. So if he stops killing creeps, that'll dip back down. Okay.
Yeah.
But as long as he keeps farming, that stays up. So it means even hitting little creeps. And his acid spray will damage them and lower their armor. So he can farm incredibly fast. The whole point with Alk is he farms super fast. So it looks like he's going for a Battle Fury. So he is going full on Alk. Normally you would get something like a Radiance. They kill the Weaver. Very cool. How'd he die? Oh, Weaver. Okay. Oh my god, these kills are happening left, right, and center. I can't keep up.
No, it's all over the place, and we can't handle it. Don't worry.
It's too much.
Weaver died.
Everybody died.
Ogre died. Okay.
The Centaur ult. The Bongo though. Why didn't you duel? Why didn't she duel? It doesn't matter. It's set up. Oh, you goon. All she has to do is duel the Weaver and they get a kill. He's standing right there. She ran past him. She dies anyway. Appalling.
Veno was getting rid of the bug on him.
Just awful.
That was a bit of a messy fight there, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was messy because everyone thought about themselves, Lewis. None of them thought about, can I get something positive done for my team? Skyrath trying to get a solo kill on Ogre, that's never going to be a lot of fun. Where's the Lifestealer gone?
I don't know.
He's in the jungle now.
He's in the jungle now.
Well, they kill the Witch Doctor.
Sure.
Oh, Weaver! Oh, man.
Big boy Centaur. Now, the problem with Centaur is he doesn't scale super well.
Veno, get a little ward back there. Yes, plinkety plink, Gale. Yeah, you got him.
He's going to get him.
He might not, actually. He might. It's going to be close.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah!
poison. Poison sting. So there's old Daff being shot at by Skywrath. This is what Skywrath just does all day, every day, isn't it? Just harass.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a Skywrath in the in-houses before. He has a bunch of spells. He has Arcane Bolt, which is that one. He has Concussive Shot, which is a very long-range spell. You just cast it. It's not even targeted. And it slows people and does a bit of damage. And then he has Ancient Seal, which is an instant silence if you're in the range, which is very pog. And then he has Mystic Flare. Level 1, it does 750 damage if you stay in its AoE, which is little.
It spreads between the people in it, though. So if you cast a single person, they'll take all. Whereas
so you want to get it on a single target. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Skywrath, I actually had, there's like a Dota jury now where you can judge on people who've been reported.
Overwatch cases, yes.
Yeah. So I got a case pop up for me while I was having my lunch.
Just watching Alchemist, all those lasted. Sorry, that was absolutely fucking criminal. Sorry, carry on.
Well, it was a Skywrath playing, and he had some sort of hack on.
Right,
which meant that as soon as he saw someone, he instantly cast all 4 of his abilities
in perfect
on
sequence.
that person. Instantly in perfect sequence. And obviously, he's one of the rare heroes in Dota who does literally just have 4 spells that you press on a single target and they die. Usually. But he was obviously, I think he had, he would go uphill and there would be someone behind him, or someone would come out of stealth near him and he would instantly slam all 4 spells on them. So it was a very clear case of...
I was distracted by the worst thing I think I've seen yet. So let's just wind back. So here comes Legion. She's got Venno here. He's got his ult. She's going to go up for the Blade Mail duel. She did not press the attack first. Venno was just hitting creeps. Doesn't want to use his ult for this. Not worth it. Not worth it. Better just fucking sit still here, probably typing. And then in comes Witch Doctor, Bongo Maledict, gets the ult off. 1 dead, 2 dead. Well done, Witch Doctor.
Oh my god. Venno did nothing to help.
What was the Venno doing? Why didn't Legion press the attack? What is happening, Lewis? That these guys are playing this video game. I guarantee they've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games. This Legion Commander probably said, I love Legion Commander. I'm going to pick Legion Commander. Really good on this hero. Love it. You are not. You are not. You are a terrible, terrible Legion Commander. And you are a dreadful Venomancer. Stop playing these heroes until you know what you're doing, please.
I mean, is it just a thing where they haven't pressed their buttons? There's a certain routine that you need to know, an order of casting your spells.
Yeah.
But
I would also say
don't cast their spells.
Using your spells. There is a voice line I added to the game, Lewis. Please, lads, cast your spells, which is something I say to the goons on my Discord when we play quite often. Because, for example, that Venno, just sitting there. There is a fear among the lads that are bad at this game. There is a very much of fear about using their items or spells at the wrong time, so they just don't use them. Yeah. It would be like, it's like people who are afraid of driving.
Before they can.
They just don't do anything. They just do nothing, or they just walk about. It's like people are afraid of driving. I know quite a few people who are afraid of driving, so they just don't drive. But I'm thinking the reason you're afraid of driving is because you never drive. You don't have the practice, so it's scary to you. What you need to do is get out there and drive. Get out there and cast your spells. That's the only way you're going to find out how to do it properly. Here comes this Witch Doctor.
I think in some cases, like when we saw Harry playing Enigma, he would hold on to his black hole.
Right, but that is a very big spell. And there are occasions when you absolutely want to do that. But there are also times when people just never cast it because they're like, I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, or they think they have to get 2 people in it. They're holding out for that moment where they get 2 people in it, when in fact, just fucking
guarantee
use it on
a kill.
one person.
If it's the carry or something, or it's a big core hero, use your spell because it's going to be worth it. Venno is is Venno a bug?
Yeah, I guess so.
You think he's a bug?
Oh right, is this bug versus bug? Is that
I just don't know. I mean, I don't know what he is. He's like a snake, right? He's clearly meant to be some kind of snake.
Sure.
But I've never seen a snake that looks quite like this. It's like some kind of alien bug snake thing. It's clear he is a little snake, right? I mean, look at him. He's
obviously
got a tail.
Snake.
He's like a cobra thing.
Yeah.
But he also looks like the Predator.
He's got like a bit of a Predator mouth. Yeah, he has.
So the Predator is an alien.
Kind of like an alien.
Yeah, an alien snake. Well, we could read the bio for Venno right now, but I'm not that good. I'm not that. Whoa, this ogre could be in trouble.
About that.
Yep, that's a dead ogre.
Lore.
Slacks
probably
knows
got
his
some
lore.
very detailed backstory. Here comes
Centaur going in.
And this is the problem with Centaur, right? Like, he can't carry on his own, right? He can initiate, he can do a little bit of damage, but he doesn't scale. You know, once he's dropped his 2 abilities, he doesn't really do anything else.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that. For one simple reason, is that eventually his talents give him things like double-edge strength damage. So his double-edge damage is based on his strength. So he absolutely does scale, because the stronger he gets, the more damage Double Edge does. It's 120% of his strength as damage, plus on top of the 300 base damage, which is a lot. On a 4-second cooldown, that is a lot. There's the duel.
Here comes the duel. This is going to get a dead Skywrath, guaranteed. But
at what
Legion
cost?
They're
going to Centaur all out of there. Very nice. Get his courier.
Wow.
Yeah. So Centaur does scale. You're thinking of him as a spellcaster.
But he's not bought anything with strength, and he won't for a while either. Look, he's not. I mean, unless he buys a heart in the ultra late game. I mean,
I don't even think that's ultra late, because this is pretty much all he needs. Blink, boots, and either a Vanguard or a Hood, right? And then you can start saving up for things like a heart, or if you wanted, you could get a Lotus Orb or something, I guess. But he's just a very, very beefy lad. He's got 1,910 health. Problem that he's going to have in this game is Lifestealer. Lifestealer is the opposite, is the counter to these beefy lads. If you look at Feast, Lewis, his attacks deal damage and provide heal for a percentage of his target's max health. So he gets 3
I don't think they're going to have much trouble with Lifestealer if he continues to stay in the fountain, though.
Well,
how long has he been in there?
A little while. He's just shopping. He's just doing some things. So if you look at Feast, the bigger the target, the more damage he heals and the more damage he does. So every attack on top of his damage does 1% of their max health as bonus damage. So you think about how much that's going to be over time. That's a decent amount. The bigger Centaur gets, the more he enjoys it. So it's always a target for him to chomp on.
Sometimes I think of Dota heroes as like having an inbuilt item, right? Like, it feels like, for example, Drow has like an inbuilt slow,
right?
And Lifestealer has an inbuilt lifesteal, and Wraith King has an inbuilt lifesteal, as well, sort of thing. They kind of have their like a little bit of an item they don't need to buy, right? You don't need to buy lifesteal on Wraith King. You start with it.
Oh, Witch Doctor, love
yikes. Alk, here you go. Look, so Alk's got his Battle Fury, he's killing creeps.
So Alk, if you look at Alk's last hits, he has 156 last hits. Daph has 75. Now, that's partly because of the way that Alk farms.
Wow.
But he went to the jungle. He's just been farming. Joe, if you could add a line there. He's been farming that area, and he's now enormous. But on top of the last hits, look at his net worth. He has twice the net worth of the Lifestealer, and over twice the net worth of Dav because of Greevil's Greed. So all these creeps are worth so much more. If the skeletons are worth real money,
I know,
to him.
you actually want to spawn those little skellies in on out, because they
like the small camp is so much money.
Yeah, because it's sometimes got 5 creeps in there. That's like 200 gold straight up.
So he is so rich. He has Blink, Sanjin Yasha. He has a Battle Fury. So he is so
Here
fat.
Comes out. He pops his ult. He's smashing on Centaur. He gets stunned. But
the taunt was not the play. All right, this is over. Alk is enormous.
Here comes the unstable concoction. He's going to give it
bonk.
Oh, till the absolute last second. Alk's unstable concoction, he often stuns himself with it. So basically, you open this, gives you a countdown timer on your head, and the longer you wait, the more stun it does, and the more damage it does as well.
Yeah, but if you don't throw it before the timer is up, you stun yourself and take damage.
Yeah, which is a very common thing you'll see on Alk.
So one of the things you'll see,
some slippery boys,
exactly, is that he'll go to throw it, and the enemy jukes or TPs out or hides, and then he stuns himself, and you can turn around. So the reason that Alk is so powerful, in addition to his farming ability, is that his Chemical Rage. While that's up, he gets bonus move speed, bonus attack speed, and bonus health regen. So it's very hard to kill him. You need either heroes that counter him, like Ancient Apparition, or you need a Spirit Vessel. Spirit Vessel is what builds out Avern of Shadows. If you look at it, it reduces their health by 4% per second, so it scales, and reduces their HP regeneration and lifesteal and spell lifesteal by 45%. So
there's action happening.
So it's very good against heroes like
everyone
Dav
on his own.
is not doing any damage at this point. He also has Split Shot on. She does not want to have on when he's fighting a single target. Witch Doctor absolutely popping off. This lad is out of control.
So poor old Out got killed in that.
Did he?
Poor old Legion got killed. Legion got dueled. Legion dueled
1,
out,
2,
but he still
3.
killed her.
Bosh.
So you're right. Like, there's only certain spells in the game which do damage based on life percent, right? So, like Life Stealers, obviously, Feast is one, but then the Spirit Vessel. I can't think of very many more which actually do
there are quite a
percentage-based damage. But
there are quite a few. We'd have to run through them.
There's a few abilities. They're useful to kill these big tanky boys. They're kind of common counters.
Indeed.
But yeah, I mean, obviously against, big beefy boys like Centaur and Ogre, you do want stuff that kills them. And to some extent, Medusa gets very big towards the end of the game as well, but that's due to her mana pool more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, the reason... So if you look at Medusa, if she's farmed, she can 1v5. And there are a number of reasons for that. First of all, her mana shield, which her mana pool essentially counts as health and absorbs damage. 70% of incoming damage. To combine that with Mystic Snake, which gives her mana. So if she's fighting a whole bunch of people, it just gives her mana. Obviously, it doesn't work against Raged Bloodseeker, which is when he's red. Life Stealer, sorry. When he's
getting the courier. Very nice, Daff.
So if Medusa gets really fat, the other thing she has is Split Shot, which is her farming ability and her fighting ability. They might get him here. No. He can hop in a creep. Yep. And away he goes.
Oh, Daff, what was that ult?
He was trying to stop him, but... the ult... Her ult will turn people to stone if...
Oh, my God, turn around! Oh, poor Legion Commander.
Oh, my goodness.
He hates that.
Her ult, if you look at her for 2 seconds, if you're looking towards the hero for 2 seconds, you will turn to stone for 3 seconds. You will then take 40% more physical damage. Again, like we've said before, that scales because it's percentage based. Dav has no escape here, but the Skywrath was much too slow casting his spells. It's 40% bonus damage while they're in stone form, and you can get things like the Mystic Snake, Ag's Scepter, which turns them to stone if you get hit by Mystic Snake, which is very powerful. Cold-Blooded, which returns spells every 12 seconds. She is nuts. And her Split Shot does 80% of her outgoing damage to 4 targets around her. So she can hit the entire enemy team with her right clicks. But he has a talent. If you look at level 25, Split Shot uses modifiers. Modifiers would be things like if you had a Skadi. Skadi has a modifier to its attack, which slows you. If you have a crit, the modifier is that your attacks have a chance to crit. So you're suddenly critting loads and loads of people. It's horrible. It's genuinely terrifying.
Wow, I didn't realize that was where she really...
That is where she shines, level 25.
It's level 25,
yeah,
right.
She wants that farm to get those levels and to get the items. So Dav is going right. He's got the Dragon Lance. He's going Manta. These are good items.
Look how far behind their team is. 21,000 gold. Is that because of Alk, or is that skewed by Alk?
That is the Alk. His net worth is 9k greater than anyone in the game. Nearly 10k. So you could basically halve their net worth advantage, and you'd be pretty accurate. Yes, Venom with the ult. Can they get this out? He's big. He's BKB'd. He's down to party.
Huge. Oh, God.
Why is he going on the Venom when Venom's used all his spells? I don't know if Legion wants to duel him right now. I'll be honest with you.
It's down.
There's Weaver. Oh my God, Weaver dead.
But if you could interrupt his, if you could stun him, he'll stun himself in that duel. But... Oh my God, they're chasing him. Woo! Okay, this fight went fine.
By the way, the Lifestealer was just farming the camp nearby that whole time. He's coming back in. He's a man, but he's going to stun himself. You Gibbon! What was that, sir? That was absolutely appalling.
That is some good money. That's what they needed.
So that fight recap...
more money based on their
Look at that.
farm.
That gave them 3.5k XP. That's a lot of levels. So Dav was in there for that. He's now level 15. He got a level out of that. Legion she's level 14. I think she got levels out of that. Centaur as well.
Got $3,000.
Yeah, so that was
they
great.
Got a lot of
she
money,
got the kill.
Got a lot of they needed that though.
Ton of money.
They were really behind.
Oh.
She bought a Shadow Blade with it. Why?
Oh.
Why? So she just got all that money and spunked it on the Shadow Blade, which is the last item they need at this point in the game, because they're not really ganking, they're not really picking off people.
Why would you do that? Get a fucking BKB, dude. Like, it's such a strong item in Dota. People don't understand how strong a BKB is in Dota. I mean, what she wants is attack speed. Things like an Assault Cuirass would be a good pickup on her. Things like a Blink Dagger would be good on her, because she can blink and lock someone down. Let's say you're starting a fight. Let's say let's say that these goons get their shit together and decide to go and smoke and fight the enemy. They spot the Alk without his ult up, like this. His ult is down, right? He's just hitting creeps. She blink duels him. The rest of the team can then pile in, and Alk is much easier to kill. They just gave up Roche for free. There's a lovely timed silence on the Ogre. Well done. So he's dead. So
Alk's building a Radiance now.
That's very late. Stupid. Stupid.
Bit weird.
Just get a Basher. Get some attack speed and a Basher, dude. And just go in there and own people. Legion is now Shadowbladed, and she's fucking looking for a duel here. I don't even know if
Shadowblade damage.
No, she didn't. I don't think. She just fucking walked up, and now her team is gonna. Oh, they managed to pick up 2 kills actually. Oh, look out, Centaur. Dav finally uses his ult. Nice, Dav. Nice and late. She's come back in.
Don't die.
Oh, he did.
Oh my god.
But it's only the Yogis.
A Skyrath's coming in, but he's not got a lot of mana. And Lifesteal's going to get away.
So that actually worked out okay. Dav is in these fights, and he's actually helping and winning them. That's pretty
shit,
pog.
They just run directly.
But what? There's 3 of them there, and they just left him? He didn't have his ult up? They're down 2 men. Why aren't you fighting that? He just walked up into 3 of you, and you guys backed.
Get some life, for God's sake.
She's getting a heart, which is not what she needs. So she currently hits for like 249 per shot. So the faster she attacks, the more damage she does. She doesn't need a heart. She needs attack speed and armor. She is the lockdown, the BKB piercing lockdown that they need. Because the duel goes through spell immunity. You can duel BKB targets. That's what she should be doing. Controlling the Alp or the Lifestealer in these fights. Does the Centaur have dust? He has a sentry! He whopped it down. Oh, can the Witch Doctor get it in time? He can't. He also dusted him. There's the bongo. There's
the duel button. That's going to get him,
There's the Alp. Fight! Fight! Fight!
We got double stun on both the Veno, but Daft's ult locks him in place. But the BKB, he's still just going ham.
Alk very
he's
big.
Punching the Centaur, he's changing targets. He's trying to get a concoction
Veno,
going. He's going to kill Veno. He's
got to put the Spirit Vessel on him.
Legion is going to die here by the looks, but because Alk is just so tanky.
He's very big.
Everyone on their team is going to try and punch him down.
He's very big.
Skyrath comes. Daft's punching him. Come on, Daft, finish him off. Good lad. Legion
insane.
Makes it out. Farms a little bit of life by killing the Ancients.
Nuts.
They're doing it. But look at the 19k gold lead. It doesn't seem to make any difference. Like, they win these fights, but Alchemists just go back in the jungle and farm up the loss instantly.
I mean, Dav has been here.
Get ahead.
Dav has been at Manta Dragonlance for some time. He's going for the Ags. To turn people into stone, which is pretty pog. You know, I don't blame him for that, I guess. But
do you supposed to do that, or do you?
He should be getting attack speed. He should just get a Skadi. He just needs a Skadi. That's what
I've never seen them build the Ags.
I think you get the Skadi first. So stats are super important on Medusa. She's one of those heroes where you want stat items. If you look at
because it increases your mana pool, it increases your life pool, and it increases your damage. Right. So like plus 10 attributes is normally not a very attractive item, and the Skadi is 2 ultimate orbs, which are both plus 10 attributes.
Yeah, and also because when she gets to level 25, that will slow, and when you're hitting people with Skadi, it reduces their lifesteal and their regeneration. So against Alk, it's a super good item because when his BKB runs down, she could just Skadi him and just walk after him, Skarding him, and he's not regenerating. They've got the Spirit Vessel as well. They legit can kill him. Same with Lifestealer. Skadi is such a good pickup this game.
So Ogre Magi just used his stun on a creep to try and get Lifestealer out of it. It was the wrong creep. Lifestealer comes out and then Ogre's stun is down, and so Lifestealer just kills everyone.
Press the attack was not used! Press the attack was not used!
Oh my god, that fight was just such a disaster for the Dire because Ogre didn't have that lockdown for Lifestealer when he came out, and so he just juked around. Oh, you've got to save. That's one of the occasions where you just don't. I guess there is a caveat to the use your spells. It's use your spells on heroes, right?
Caveat on heroes, yes.
Yeah.
Unless there's spells that are good on creeps, then you can use them.
I didn't realise that we needed to add this caveat.
Sorry, yes,
but
the caveat is important.
I feel like now...
But I'll be perfectly honest with you. I would much rather have an ogre that casts his spells and occasionally misses than one that does nothing. So he did try. Props to him for trying. This Weaver, by the way, has just been playing solo dotes since the laning stage.
I like it when I see someone playing their own single-player game.
That's your style of dotes right there. Legion ball back.
It really is. Oh,
Goes for the
go.
duel, the solo duel on the Weaver.
Good damage
Gets
now.
him! Nice!
I love how Lifestealer was farming creeps just around
chilling,
the corner.
just hanging
It's
out.
like, I'm not going to help out my bard with any of this stuff.
Fuck that
or do
Weaver, he's not
anything.
doing anything.
So he's got his Radiance now, old Alk, of course.
Yeah,
which
very
is still
late.
okay, because
Very
it does give
late.
them mischance. But this is not the Butler Alk that we've seen previously.
No.
You know, this is the
old
I'm
fashioned.
playing without Ags. I'm not giving anyone else an Ags. I am going to be Mr.
This is 1v5 Alk is what this is.
I actually do like playing Alk. I've always liked him.
Money is fun in Dota. It's fun to have a shitload of money. This Legion is so out of
he's a funner
position.
hero.
Ah, Shadowblade.
Shadowblade
No
allows her
reveal.
to
No
be out of
reveal. Does
position,
anyone have
of course.
reveal? Witch Doctor doesn't have any. He has a sentry. He's just swapped into his pocket. Shocking. This Lifestealer, I don't know what his role is in this game. Like, this shouldn't work, but instead he's actually pretty fucking farmed.
Pretty scared with that.
Here we
Null
go.
in the Abyssal. So that Abyssal will provide a stun here. We'll see it happen. There it goes, and it's dead.
No
so
vision.
that was a chain lockdown.
Here comes Dav. Here comes Dav. Running about.
He did not have a chance.
Not
to
sure what that
Dav
was.
Is just going in circles.
Yeah. He can Manta off this silence at any point. A Sentinel stuns the
Centaur.
ground. In goes the
Yikes.
out. BKB is up.
Well, I
He
think
hits
that was a
incredibly
situation
hard.
where he thought his Blink Dagger would take him further than it did. You know, I've done that on Centaur as well.
It either got
Like, tried to
cancelled,
blink
maybe it
slightly
got
too
cancelled
far.
by something. Maybe the Radiance Burn, I don't know. Radiance Burn maybe cancelled it, but yeah, it's hard to say. The Radiance Burn is quite big, so it could have been that.
31k gold lead now. Out 27k
Yeah,
gold.
it's
just kind
insane.
of AFKing in the
So what do you reckon his GPM is?
like 400, 500.
It's more like 800 or 900, but let's have a look. 860.
800. Oh fuck. Okay, that's a lot.
400 is pretty mediocre. If you're
Really?
a carry and you've got 400 GPM, you got problems. Let me tell you. You got
really?
problems.
I that's my target mostly.
I mean,
I
if you're a
get 300
support,
GPM, I'm happy.
if you're a support, it's a tough game. Fair enough. That's about
Shit,
right.
I need to be upping my
be
Dota
hitting some
game.
creeps.
Flax. God, how do they come back? Well,
They can't unless they get their shit together. I mean, this gold
which is
lead
not gonna
is
happen.
unbelievable.
So what do the other people on the team have? What does Venno have now?
Venno
Has he got anything
has-
useful.
Oh my god, he's going for a fucking Shadowblade as well.
The late game Shadow. He built the Spirit Vessel at least, which
Yeah, but he doesn't stick the charges on the Alk.
no.
Like, I haven't seen him do it yet.
Yeah, because it's quite an obvious animation.
I mean, the Alk has BKB, so he can't put him on him until that's down. The Venno actually needs a blink. I think he's getting the shadow. Like, if you're worried about physical damage, which they likely are, if I was Venno, I'd be very worried about physical damage. Get a Ghost Scepter. There's the duel, nice.
God.
Get a pick off on the Witch Doctor. There's a stun on Dav. Dav does have Manta, uses it. In comes the Venno, nice big ult.
Now he's running, and he's just
He's
gonna
out of
run until
mana.
He dies,
He's out
I
of
guess.
mana. There's the Centaur, finally. Dav needs to turn and
God.
fight this.
Ogre.
Oh, the time lapse.
Balls. Oh
The
god.
time lapse. The Legion
Yeah, so-
was just not there. I don't know what she was
Dav's
doing.
sort of really kind of unable to just do anything that whole time. Was just running for his life constantly. But now Alk's overstretched. This is a chance
He
to turn
has.
it around. Oh, they
But
just can't grab him.
They can't get him.
stop
He's going
him.
to get the stun off. He's quite large. Oh, the Ogre cancelled the cast animation, I think.
So tanky. Even with Centaur starting to, Ogre stun.
My god, dude, look at this Centaur. He's had Vanguard Brown Boots blink for the longest time. How is he so broke at 35 minutes?
Bearing in mind he was mid.
God,
what
that's-
happened to him? How has he fallen off so bad?
do not know.
How has he not spent? How has he not gained any gold in 10
I
minutes?
don't know.
Or 20 minutes?
I don't know.
How has this happened?
I don't know.
He was mid.
I don't know.
And he can flash farm like
Yeah,
the jungle
he
really
can.
easily with that double edge.
I wish I had an
What
explanation
happened to
for you. I'm
Centaur?
sorry, I can't help. I don't know. I don't want to go back and watch the last 36 minutes over again to see what the fuck Centaur was doing. Oh, Dav is popping his ult and just fucking going in. Gets
So he's trying to
Abyssal.
steal the Roche. This is a big play.
This is a big
This could
play.
be
I
it.
like this. They've got the stun on the Ogre. Venom doesn't
No,
have
fight,
his
Dav.
ult.
You gotta fight. You gotta fight now. Fight. No, rip. Shit. Oh, it felt like just the whole team was so scared of these guys that they just run away.
They're
and
just
as
so
a
far
result, like-
behind. They're so far behind. The Centaur has no tank ability at all. The lad is just like meat to be chopped up. The Legion was not there with her stupid Heart Crystallis build. Just
that's not a good
awful.
build.
They get the Aegis, but now they're both stunned, and the tier 4s are in trouble.
Do they just? I mean, if for example they managed to turn around and keep delaying, do you think they could with Daft's sort of Medusa?
If they can hold out for like another 20 minutes, it's conceivable because they do have answers. Skadi, you know, the urn and stuff like that, but there's no teamwork here. Like, if you look at the way they play, the bugs, Weaver contributes.
Here you go, here's some bugs after the fight's over. Yeah, it did feel like they were just.
I mean, look how quickly the Centaur dies.
Om nom nom nom. I mean, that's actually pretty slow for a life stealer.
Witch Doctor.
Poor Witch Doctor.
She's gonna go for it again. He should just fight her.
There's a chance to win. You know, can you imagine if they won from here?
Oh!
Uh-oh. Oh no! Someone interfered in the duel. That's not cool, Spirit.
Oh, no. Again! Guess you,
How
booty.
is that happening?
Guess you, boot. Bless you. I've lost the will to speak. Bless you, booty.
Bless you, booby,
Bless
booty,
you.
booty.
Wow.
Skoogie versus Booty.
Oh
Fuck.
my god.
What a game of Dota.
The Witch Doctor was actually the highest ranked player in the game at Guardian 1. But it's close. This is actually remarkable. First of all, people that talk about how they're average at Dota, this is average.
I don't know though. Look, that guy. Look at this guy's a level 25 ogre, right? He's had to have played hundreds of games of ogre,
right?
And I saw him use his abilities like shit.
Right, but Lewis, that's most people. I'm convinced of this. The bulk of the people that play this game play it casually because you can't have that many people playing this game 8-9 times a day. They're probably chucking in a game in the evening with their mates, but it's casual. It's like a casual game that, oh yeah, I play a bit of Dotes. That's why they're Herald. They never improve. They're garbage. They don't know what to buy. They don't keep up with the meta. They have no idea what they're doing. So they're always going to be a huge number of people in Herald, Guardian, and Crusader. Just a huge number of people, because getting up to any of the higher ranks requires actual work. You have to put a lot of hours into Dota to learn it. Like over 100 heroes, like 120 heroes, over 200 items. I mean, I'm not good at Dota. Anyone that's watched my stream will tell you that. But I at least know what all the heroes do. And I've had to put in 10,000 hours. So if you think about most people are not going to put in that kind of time. They're going to dip in and out. So that's why I think we see this stuff. These people just don't have the time to play the game as much as they need to. If you're playing an hour of Dota, you're just playing one game of Dota every now and then, it's always going to be like this. And I do think that's most people that play video games play them quite casually. So this is average. I really think this is the average. This is most Dota, which is why it's so incredible that they balance the game around the pro scene. 80% of people do not know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's true. And weirdly, I hate to say it, weirdly alluring. Like, it's a game I clearly don't like, and it makes me feel emotions that I don't want to feel, but I keep coming crawling back.
Well, I don't think Dav did anything too wrong. I don't think the Ags was a good pickup. I would have liked to see Skadi. He has to understand why it's a good item in this matchup. If you look at Skadi, it's good because it's good against Lifesteal, and you've got Lifestealer and Alk in the game.
Who was the MVP, do you think?
Alk. Lad did exactly what was expected of him. He became enormous, ran at the enemy team and terrified them, allowing Lifestealer to become absolutely unkillable. He just did it right. He took advantage of the fact that this enemy team, despite having a Legion and a Centaur, didn't really go looking for them. How often did you see Dav's team really hunting the enemy and forcing them back? All I saw was them fighting around the same part of the map, which was the dire triangle. Most of the fights seemed to be there. The enemy team knew where they were, and they obliged them by hanging out and dying there over and over again. Poor. Anyway, that concludes this week. Or this episode.
Thank you. That was a Dota game. Thank you, P Flax.
My pleasure.
I mean, I'm loving them. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.